This is a bear from Taiwan. Huh? Taiwan? Yeah, you know, that island floating between Japan and the Philippines that looks kind of like a sweet potato? Doesn't ring a bell? Alright, what about bubble tea?
Yes! I knew it! Bubble tea always works!
Well, this particular bear just happens to be boarding a flight back to the home of bubble tea and himself. Want to see what it's like? Then let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, we expect to land at Taipei soon. The temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. We hope you enjoy your flight. Thank you.
Food is the essence of life, isn't that right? To thoroughly understand Taiwan, we've got to start from the nutritious and delicious food. P-H-O-U-D-E. Food. Now we all know about bubble tea, milk tea, and black tapioca balls, also known as bubbles or boba. This is the signature drink of Taiwan. It's not just bubble tea though. Tea drinking has been in our culture since forever. Tea houses used to be the center of social interaction. What can add more to a nice chat than a cup of tea? Yet as sealing machines came along in the 1980s, these drinks evolved into a more portable form and thus gave rise to shaken tea shops. Nowadays, everyone on the streets in Taiwan has a tea in their hand. Now that we're all about this food business, we've got to take you to the night markets. Night markets are the best experience for local food. Fried chicken, oyster omelets, stinky tofu, that's what I'm talking about. While you're busy stuffing your face with all this yumness, don't forget to check out all the Chinese characters around you. Taiwan is one of the few places left that still uses traditional Chinese. You must think these characters look complicated as hell, right? We think so too! You know how long it takes me to write my name? Thank God I'm not famous and need to do signatures and stuff. Anyway, all the signs in the night market exhibit the full glory of our characters. You see, these characters go way back. 3,000 years ago, they were written on turtle shells and the bones of other animals for oracles, so the ancient characters were also called oracle bone script. For some of our characters, you can tell the meaning of the word just by its appearance. This thing that looks like a mountain transformed into the character we now use to signify the word mountain. This thing that looks like a river transformed into a character that we now use to signify the word river. You can tell, right? This looks like a mountain and this looks like a river.
Say you can tell!
Of course, later on, characters became more complicated to signify complex and abstract concepts. Like a man beside a wood, he must be resting, right? So this character obviously means rest, right?
Say you can tell!
Where were we now? Oh yeah, the night market. In Taiwan's night markets, it's not only local Taiwanese food, you can eat stuff from all around the globe, like Korean fried chicken, American hamburgers and fries, Vietnamese pho, and takoyaki, sashimi, and okonomiyaki from Japan. We are very versatile when it comes to eating. This multicultural environment is actually because of Taiwan's history and location. It's not just food though, infrastructure as well. Our railways were laid down over 100 years ago by the Japanese. What? Yeah, the Japanese. Didn't I mention that Japan's ruled us before? They're not the only ones either. The Qing dynasty of China, the Dutch, and the Spanish have taken over as well. That's why you can still hear certain places being called not so Mandarin names, like Zealandia or San Diego. Having been influenced by different cultures, Taiwan is now super accepting of other cultures. Southeast Asian brothers and sisters can live or work here. In certain train stations, there's even more foreigners than locals. As a result, you can also see different places of worship in Taiwan. There are prayer rooms for Muslims in high-speed rail train stations, and Taiwan's own religious culture has a ton of its own festivals. Taiwan's Religious Diversity Index is the second highest in the world. You can see more religious buildings than convenience stores. Registered temples alone go up to 12,000, meaning that you can find a temple every 3 square kilometers. Consequently, the religious activity in Taiwan is spectacular. Be sure to check out the Beehive fireworks or sky lanterns if you have the chance. Both events pray for peace, even though the fireworks aren't actually peaceful. I also recommend going to the Longshan Temple at 6 a.m. or 3 p.m. to hear the monks chant and gain inner peacefulness. You can also participate in the Dajia pilgrimage procession. This event is one of the 3 largest religious activities in the world. If that doesn't tickle your fancy, well then, go see our deities dance to techno music. Yeah, that's an actual thing. After a short tour of the food, transportation, and religions in Taiwan, what do you think about Taiwan? What? You love it already? Well, we already love you too! Come and have the Taiwan experience for yourself. I hope you already have your next ticket ready.